morning, Soul Fam. Um, it's an intense day for me. I've just a lot of things have been lining up in some ways, and I'm just seeing a lot. Seeing a lot, you guys. Tried something last night, didn't quite work out, or maybe it worked out perfectly. It showed me a lot. Um, but moreover, I gotta let go of stuff. I know I talked a little bit about that, but it's just I gotta let go. I gotta let go. It's perspectives, it's mindsets. You know, you could probably tell by my eyes how much it's weighing on me. So I'm including you in it. I know I don't need to, but just and I won't give everything away. But just like I did the best I could with everything. It's just kind of symbolic. I think so much of us are going through so many things right now. And so I'm going to borrow from, a lot of different stories and everything. I can kind of go over some of the items so that they make sense. Um, you know, this is, I guess, so these are obviously rings right here. This is a coin. This is a gemstone. And then I guess this is a gemstone too. It's technically, it's crystal grade tourmaline. And nobody really knows what this is. Pretty sure it's calcite. Not 100% sure. I don't know. Kind of looks like it. Green calcite. But it's kind of the manner of how I found these things, my history with them, and so they end up kind of representing different things as well. Kind of how I feel about them and the meaning that I've assigned with them as well. I will say all of these items were legally purchased, so everything was acquired, above the table. Just to kind of clarify. These ones I ended up giving away, these top two, and then they found their way back to me, which was amazing. That's another story. If I ever show this, remind me, right? Talk about the story behind those. This one, I guess, is gonna maybe be the focus, but I won't get into the exact details yet. But it's just like I found it during a time in my life when I was with someone who was basically treating me like every other person had treated me for my entire life. And I don't mean every other person, but it's just like this kind of two-facedness, this shallow depth of everything, and it's a mirror, man. It's a mirror. It's a reflection of right. So I'm sorry. And I start going off on stuff. It's just a reflection of me. It's a reflection of where I'm at. I believed that that's what life was. I believe that's how it just had to be, my self-worth along those lines too. It's also why I ended up isolating for so long too, especially after all that stuff, is because recalibrate. I'll also get good with myself. If I'm going to put myself out there in the world, it's because I feel good by myself. I don't need other people. I enjoy other people. I enjoy having other people around. I don't need anybody. And I think that's important. If I was to be with somebody, I would want them to be the same way. Honest to God. I'd like them to enjoy me, but they don't need me, because from that need becomes manipulation, And so anyway, I'm trying to get a better shot here. So, like, that's that negative energy, that old perspective. I'm putting all of my energy, all of that old stuff into this particular stone, because I found it in very interesting circumstances, and I'm ready just to let go of that part of my life. And so it's been with me since that person, and now that person's gone in my life, which is great. Side note. And then these two objects, also very symbolic. These are more personal because of the experiences in my external world. You could say, get chicken egg, you guys, chicken egg. That's what I'm really showing with this. We could even, for now, you see it, right? But these two objects, well, chicken egg, right? Oh, I lost my train of thought, you guys. This is why I gotta let go. I gotta let go, you guys. Um, this is the One Ring. I know you can't really tell, and it's black. I know it's not usually, but it's the One Ring. And then this is very interesting. It says Night Fantasy, and it has X's on it. It's a coin. Yes, I did purchase it. So it says something about me as well, right? But this is what I think a lot of, like, I think human energy has to deal with. This is, I guess, obviously from a more male perspective. Um, but this is, as masculine energy, I think we just love the feminine, and we just want to give to them. And it's about how is best to give to them. I think especially for not the nice guy syndrome, but the guys who genuinely care. Because I know it's what is it called? It's complicated. I know there's energies that are both healing and everything, but I see a pattern in many relationships where it's like one of the individuals really cares and doesn't see their own worth, male or female, and then the other person just doesn't really care and treats the other person, more like an object, if anything, if I'm going to be 100% serious, honest. And I see that male or female. It doesn't matter. But I see that pattern, that dynamic. And maybe it was just reflecting my own situations, my own romances and whatnot. But I don't know if you can see this one. This one is there's a demonic side, and then there's an angelic side. And so this is part of that perspective too. Like just to kind of clarify too, I'm letting go of this, you guys. Like, if anything, these energies are like archetypical energies, and so I can't. They're always going to be there. That's not something that I can get rid. You can't get rid of archetypes. But this is what's representative of that. This is the between me and that. And by making this promise, by binding these kind of elements to this stone, and then letting go of the whole shebang right here, this half, I'm opening myself up to other opportunities, to other things, so that I can have these, right? Like this is what my future is. I've had these, I've inherited these, but I haven't been using them like I can. And it's because of these things, and I've been wrestling with it, and I think that's a point that we all go through. Anyway, to kind of go clarify back into this one, I just wanted to clarify so I can switch back to myself. You can see, right? Enticing, right? As men, we're really enticed by that kind of energy. And I don't think women really, I think they do. I think some of them do. Just like how men can understand that they're more physically powerful and imposing than women, I think women understand they're more emotionally overpowering than men. Like, I think that's why intent and self-reflection, self-awareness, so important. You don't want a man using their strength to harm women, and you don't want women using their strength to harm men. I think that's an easy thing to say. Anyway, but this is that energy, but it's more for me because I've been betrayed by women so much in the past, you guys, and I think a lot of it's just generational healing. I could talk more about my father, past generations, my mother, her family situations and everything, but just like in a nutshell, I've been betrayed by a lot of women. And I still love women, man. I can't help it. I can't help it. And maybe I can. I can't help the love part, but I can help how I love them and what to do in that kind of a situation. This is also why the isolating and everything. And then right? So isn't this enticing, the demonic side? And I get it. I get it. There's always a line of everything, but then look at this one. Yeah, I don't know if you can really tell, but from this, but you're right, it's covered up, And then her facial expressions too are so much more tired. You can't really tell, but she looks almost like a zombie, or like she's being drained here in the real coin, compared to this one, where she's like, gonna do something. And isn't that interesting? Isn't that freaking interesting? Right? So you either choose to be demonic, get power, get off, or you choose to repress yourself and become like a zombie that's drained by other people. God, no. No, no, no. Disband that. Disavow, different ways to say it, but yes, get rid of it. Let go of it. And then what this represents to me is that desire to, I don't know how to explain it, you guys. It's like it's different for other people, but I would say what this really represents, the core evil desire, is to commit suicide. And this is, it'll probably, I don't care about the monetization part, especially, I want to talk real, but just that desire to just end the suffering now, you guys, is so powerful, and it masquerades as different items and activities and behavior patterns. And that's what I see. That's what's been so hard in my life, is that I've tried to explain this to people. It's just like, you're killing yourselves. And they're like, what the? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. And it's just like, yeah, you are. You're just not aware of it. And then some of them, especially as people go down that road, then they admit it, and then their excuse is, that's life. That's life. And it doesn't have to be that way. And that's what I want to prove. That's what I want to show. So I know that was a long explanation. So now you know the items and everything. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to film you guys. Like I don't want to go into too many details right now, but just this choice is a big choice, and it's confronting those issues is really what it is. And just like everybody who's been forced through their own choices to experience these kind of consequences, you make do with what you got, especially when you're young. And so and that's a lot of the situation that I've seen. But then we end up creating those same patterns in adulthood, and it's just not good. It doesn't have to continue. This is what the generational patterns, the generational breaking of curses is especially when we start to see things, when there's a line of alcoholism or adultery or anything, like regardless of what it is, it ends up repeating itself. It's so interesting. I just want to get a little more comfy, and then I got to make it down. I attempted to, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I attempted to do a version of streaming last night, and it was very enlightening. And just, I'm sorry, I'm staring at the items, you guys. Right? I don't know if you can see it. I can only see it sometimes. Whew. Because it's just objects. I get that. I'm going to a field, and then I'm gonna let go of some objects. It's not that big of a deal. It's gonna be a big walk. It's a few miles, and it's meaningful. It's my area that I'm gonna do it. But maybe I'll film that. Maybe not. There's some stuff that's got to be private, you guys. But letting go of these objects, the meaning behind it, and how I'm moving forward with it, too. This is why using symbols and understanding that we can assign meaning to them is at our whim is amazing. It's a powerful thing. Even if you just want to get into psychological elements, where using RPG terminology, it's like it's giving yourself buffs and or I don't know, status effects depending on what it is. And that's why I'd love to talk more about that stuff. We can play around with that so much, and me letting go of this stuff is going to allow that. That's why I didn't put any content yesterday. I did film, but it just wasn't worthy of being watched. And it was a great learning lesson for me. And I'll go into that stuff later. Like I really wanted to focus on can you see it, on the letting go. I really want to focus on that. And then we got what? About 15 minutes in, huh? Like, I honestly want to just blabber the whole walk like I did last night, just while I'm walking. But it's hard, you guys. If I'm just going to be, like, for introverts, like, and I'm going to admit it, you know, as showy as I seem, I'm by myself, you guys. I did take theater class, and I do have a certain depth of, you know, familiarity, but it's different when you're just in front of a camera by yourself versus walking down a street or being exposed to other people. Like, to me, like, it's so arrogant. Like, holding a camera in front of your face and walking down the street, who does this person think they are? I know that's my own judgment. And it wouldn't be, like, I think a toxic kind of a who. I'd be like, really? Who does this, like, what's going on? And then if I was close enough, I'd probably listen. I'd probably listen to the content to see what's going on, because I'm curious too. I do my best to not jump to too many conclusions, but my first reaction would definitely be like, really? Which is great to bring up. Like, how much is okay, societally speaking, like doing things like streaming, live streaming, filming yourself. Like, a lot of it can be really innocent and fine. But some people don't want to be photographed too. Some people, and getting consent, like, nowadays is a huge issue. To me, it's more like, I'm on the lines that we're all being filmed. You know, there's already a lot of logs about just about everybody on, like, tracking and facial recognition. You know, it's just biometrics. It goes so much more. DNA, it goes so much more. It doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. In a way, you know, there's only one absolute. And I was going somewhere with that. Now I don't even remember. That's why I gotta let go, you guys. This is what prevents me. It prevents me from doing more, and it keeps, like, there's always a payoff, and I've learned that stuff too. Where if people are sustaining things, it's because there's a payoff too. There wouldn't be otherwise. And me admitting it and moving forward, it's just one person. And but I like to see it as my energy in that pattern. If it's been done before, if someone's encountered something even kind of similar to your situation, then maybe it's setting a precedent and a pattern, which, you know, through the aethers, you know, you're able to draw upon, and it makes your journey easier too, you know. In another level, I think a lot of us, if not maybe everybody, but just like the people who are the most conscious, the most high vibe, I guess, we take on, like, a lot of the collective subconscious karma. I don't know what else to say. And I think that we come in with a certain portion. And so I don't think we can let go of karma per se while we're here, but we can what I would say, burn through it. And there's I wouldn't say shortcuts, but there's more direct ways to do it, and there's less direct ways to do it. And the most direct doesn't even necessarily require physical, intense experiences. It absolutely can, but it doesn't have to. What I've been shown, what I recognize is that it's mostly, like a lot of karma, it's mostly about understanding what's happened, understanding how our consequences have actions, understanding how our intent and everything works, because there's a huge dynamic at play, and it's so easy to, or it's in this dimension, in this kind of solid format that we're in, right, that we share together. It could be so easy to begin to judge other people and to make the other person wrong, and or for other people on the other side of the scale to make ourselves wrong and to make just everybody else right. And neither it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Like that's why I go back to uniqueness. Uniqueness is where it's at. Like we're all, yeah, it's just like nobody's unique because we're all unique, but yes, we are unique because, and all of those things are true. This is why there's only one absolute. When you guys, when you share it with me, when you feel this, when you see it, it's freeing. It's freeing. It's giving me the strength to let go, you guys. It's giving me the strength to let go. I would never be able to let go of this stuff without the one absolute. This is why I also use the Christian terminology too. Where like this is part of my testimony. All right, the one absolute is what's giving me the ability and the strength to do this, and I can talk about it. And a lot of the spiritual stuff in the talks about it are great stories, and they actually, I feel like, even mathematically to some extent really work. I'd love to get off the deep end with you guys on that, and as long as we treat all of these things like they are, it's fine. We can play around with all of these things, but we should never treat any of these things like like dogma, like they're an absolute, because they're not. They're not. That's the biggest thing. And going back to this, right? These are these absolutes, right? Absolute good, absolute evil, and then you killing yourself. That's an absolute too. You're done. There's no more, And people who laugh at that are in varying scales. I get humor, and sometimes, like some of the darkest times, suicide jokes were funny, man. It was just because it was like that connection where other people understood that is along with you, who was just like, yeah, I know what it's like, man. Yep, I know exactly what you're feeling. And it's just such a confirming experience. I don't know, there's not the words for it, but it's just like it makes it easier. It makes it easier especially in those times. We get what we need, right? And so in a lot of ways, like breaking this down, right? What am I letting go? I'm letting go of the absolutes. Right? See, I'm letting go of the absolutes. Plural. Because there's no absolutes. There's only one absolute. And I love it, man. I love it. I got to get over my self-consciousness and everything too. I'm getting better. It's better. It's better than it used to be. But part of letting this stuff go is going to allow me to be able to do it. I hope you see it, you guys. It's going to be a struggle, and I think recording it's going to be better. It's going to hold me more accountable, and then it's also double-sided. Even just this. I was thinking about it last night with the video you guys will never see. You're never going to see it. I'm sorry, I deleted it. I double deleted it. The only people who are going to see that are, I don't know. On the other side, you'll see it, I'm sure, if you want to, if you bother to. And it's cringe. It's cringe. But you don't have to worry about it. You guys don't have to worry about ever seeing it. But it got me seeing too, there's so many different levels to this, where it's just like, I'm willing to challenge myself for the one absolute. Absolutely. There's just, there's no words for it too. It's faith. It's faith. And faith isn't something that can be bought. It's something that you develop over time. And it's a relationship is kind of what it is. The best way to put it. If you have a relationship with truth, then it will have a relationship with you. And I would argue that you have a relationship with truth no matter what, even if you ignore it, say it's subjective or blah 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 blah. But it just changes the dynamic of that relationship then. Whew. And so I'm letting go of these things, guys. Oh, sorry, just some of my nervous patterns coming out. I'm usually better in front of a camera, but these are big changes. These are big changes, you guys. And it's going to put me in front of a lot of people too. It's going to put me in front of a lot of people, even just what I've done so far. But part of it is the genuine and the authenticity part. Where if I want to be fake, that's good. I'll be like another YouTuber then. And not everyone's like that. Well, let me totally take that back, because there's a lot of authentic YouTubers out there too. Anyone on the internet. just at the same time, it seems like, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't care if people are super famous, not famous at all on the rocks. Yeah, I like to hope and pray that the content that's meant for the right people and the right ears and the right eyes is gonna find it. Like, that's the most important. That's the most important to me. Even if it takes time. I'm okay with that. And on my end, it's about being the best version of myself. And I want to be able to watch my own content and appreciate it. I like that's a big thing too. Not just on an aesthetic level, but just like on a, I can stand by that. If someone were to look behind the scenes of anything that I film or do, I would be like, yeah, I stand behind that. That's why it's the unedited stuff right now. I would probably clean up a little bit more if I was doing it a little bit differently. And I might get to that point. Just pine cones falling. That's one thing I realized too about the walk last night, is that if I do walk with my camera like this, with my phone, I'm gonna have to narrate when I hear sounds, because you don't hear them. You just get the phone. As the beeps through the phone, because oh man, it's hard to explain. 26. Sorry, I keep looking at the time. I gotta get going here. Right? Just about letting go, you guys. I'm not quite done. Something else has gotta be said. It's just like that. It's okay to feel uncertain. It's okay to feel the fear. Like, this is what I'm getting. Because I don't know if it's gonna go away. Like, me letting this go, I don't feel like I've finally done it. It feels great. I'm glad it's just like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. It looks like I can't go back, and I don't really want to, but it doesn't, okay. And that's the type of energy that I'm feeling right now, where it's just like, I don't know. But I'm willing to face it. Those things that that's what I like about this too. I want to let go of the absolutes. I don't need to fight. It's not like that. There's only one absolute. I get it. I understand. It's funny. It's beautiful. It's all of it. No more. I'll do whatever I'm here to do now. And it's even more beautiful than that, you guys. It's even more beautiful than that. But on my part, I gotta let go. Then I gotta let go of this stuff. And it's for me. A lot of good. I think it's like this is like it's an archetype. It's a pattern too, because it doesn't matter what I am or where I'm at or anything like that on that level. In so much as anybody can do this, all right, and everybody really matters. If anybody really like awakens, I don't know what to call it, but it's just like it has a conscious relationship with the one absolute, and is able to kind of just understand it more and more, and play with it, get familiar. It's just like, it is this presence, this it's out there, and it's I'm going to be very careful with the words, where it's not about trust. All right, it's about faith. There's a big difference. Trust implies that it's not like the Indiana Bridge situation, I guess, is the best way for me to put it. Trust is blind. Trust is very blind. Faith is not blind. There's uncertainty. Just like, and I use it. Okay, and that was from, what was it? Indiana Jones. What was the third one? And the Holy Grail. What was the third one, you guys? What was the third one? It had Sean Connery in it. Right. If this ever gets down in the comments, which Indiana Jones is that? Sorry, that just tickles me, man. I hear that stuff all the time, and I'm doing it. Even if it's just for myself at this point. That's why I'm letting go and letting that stuff go. so I can be myself. And that's what it was about. Anyone can, and it's not this person. Like, if you're drawn to this, cool, go for it. There's always a unique aspect or something to bring forward, and no matter what it is, if you're drawn to this kind of stuff, you just bring your unique self forward. At the same time, this could apply to anything, you guys. So much of shining your light, I've worked most of my life, just various, just jobs, you guys, and I don't think we know how much that our presence can touch people in the day-to-day lives. I'm personally done with the 9 to 5, you guys, and it's never been a 9 to 5. Like, oh my god, that's like an amazing office job. I've had a few of those, but it's just like those were nice. Those were cush. I've had other jobs, and I'm glad I did, for so many different reasons. I can't begin to tell you. I don't want to do them right now at the moment. And if I ever get a chance to talk more about the in-depth reason why, then I will. But I think it's just about time. I gotta get going, you guys. Gotta get up and go. And I gotta let go. I got quite the journey in front of me. I might do a quick shorty film or something when I get down the hill, get closer to the field. We'll see what's going on. I know, I'm trying to think of the words, you guys. It's just, the prayers are with me. I feel it. My prayers are with you. It's like we're walking hand in hand. Letting go of these things, these absolutes. It's gonna be so good. It's worth it. There's only one absolute, and that's the way it's always been, and that's the way we can return to. It's time to return. Right. And then just right now, I gotta flip it over now. We got a turkey. Yeah, it's time to let go, you guys. Let go and give away the past. Turkey spirit animal. Can't plan this stuff. Okay, I gotta post this now. Oh man, gotta post it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, he's booking now. No, he's not. I mean, she. For those turkey experts. She's beautiful, isn't she? Oh, I love wildlife. See, if I get to explore, film more, I'd love to get up on wildlife more. They are so beautiful. It's one of the things where they can get used to humans and human energy, but a lot of it is what your state of being is. This turkey's so curious about me. Oh man, I gotta go, right? I gotta go. Turkey's right in my way too. I gotta let go. Thank you, turkey. Alright, I'll zoom in. Thank you guys. We're doing it. I know it's hard, but we're doing it, okay? Alright. It's always one or the other. Peace and love out.